Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is the last day of August and I have 2 books left on my August TBR, The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Perilous Journey. I'm 34 pages into that. And then The Death and Life of the Great Lakes. I think I'm only like 10 pages into this. Couldn't tell you because the introduction is in Roman numerals, so the actual page count doesn't start, but I've read the introduction of that. So because it's the last day of August, I want to see how much of my August TBR I can finish today, plus let me see if I can. This is my September TBR, and then the book that I need to read part of, not for this next Monday, but the following Monday. And I'm really excited to read some of the books on here, so I just kind of want to start tackling this and reading. And then I also have on my Kindle What the River Knows, which is a book that I have been reading, I think, since April, and I'm 50% of the way through now, so I would love to get this done this weekend. But my priority is going to be these 2 books. So I'm gonna eat some breakfast, drink some coffee, read a little bit, and then check in when I have an update. I've been working on The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Perilous Journey, and I am 133 pages, and this book is 440 pages, so I'm about a quarter of the way in, a little over a quarter of the way in. And it's definitely going pretty fast. I think I can finish this book today, which would be great, because then I would have at least started all the books on my TBR for August. And I think I can actually make a good dent in this one today too, so I'm gonna keep reading. I just wanted to check in. I'm enjoying it. It is, I would say, like a middle grade book. This is the 2nd book in a series. I think it's easier because I know the characters. There is quite a bit of like filler in this book, which isn't so enjoyable. I mean, we're 130 pages in and we're finally getting to the like journey part, but overall I'm having fun reading it. It's probably like a 3-star read, but it is quick because it is that like middle grade. So I am going to continue reading this and I'll check in a little bit. I thought I would do a brief check-in. I am 2/3 of the way through this book, so I'm at about page 300 and it's about 440 pages. Again, liking so far. The plot has sped up quite a bit. I think I'm now kind of at that ending point in the plot, so I'm hoping that I can just cruise through the rest of this and finish it off, so then I can pick up The Death and Life of the Great Lakes and get through like 3 chapters of this, I think, is what I want to get through today. Actually, let me look. I think I want to try to get through part 1 of this book. So it's about 4 chapters. That is where I'm at for my update, and I will check in probably when I have completed this book. I just finished The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Perilous Journey. Ooh, words are not working for me right now. It is a little bit after 11 p.m. I did stop and watch a stream that I wanted to watch because they were finishing out a game, so I can check this book off of my August TBR, finish it just in the nick of time. So the only book that I did not finish in August for my August TBR was The Death and Life of the Great Lakes, but I did start it, so that's a very successful TBR to me, at least. And I did pick an extra book in August that I wasn't necessarily going to pick. I'm going to try to read one chapter of this before the end of today, the end of August. And I'm also very excited to start the books on my September TBR, and I have a book that I need to start because I have about 10 days that I need to read part of it, but I don't think that will be a big thing. So my thoughts on this book is it followed very much the same format as the first book in the series. There's 4 books. Because I've read 2 so far, I probably will finish the series. I have a hard time not finishing things. But it followed very much the same format. It is I would call it a middle grade book. It is a little bit long, I feel. But as I said before, it has a very specific format, so I'm assuming that the final 2 books in the series will follow that similar format. The end of this book did set up the 3rd book, or what I'm assuming is going to be the 3rd book. But yeah, it was fun, enjoyable. It didn't take me that long to read. And now this book that has been on my bookshelf for the longest time is read, and I never have to write this title again because it's so long. However, the next 2 books also have very long titles, so I will have to write those in the future. But I'm gonna do my book journaling for this, and then try to read a chapter of this, and then I might check in again, or I might wrap up this video. So I will see you again for some sort of video clip. So it is September 1st. I finished The Mysterious Benedict Society and the Perilous Journey. That title is a tongue twister. Yesterday, and so today I've been working on The Death and Life of the Great Lakes. I think this one is going to take me a little bit longer to get through, just based on the writing style. So far, I'm 14 pages in, and I can just tell like the writing style isn't quite clicking for me. But then on my Kindle, I've also been reading What the River Knows. I can never remember that book's name. I wanted to say Secrets of the Nile, which is a series, and then I was thinking Death on the Nile, which is the Agatha Christie one, but it is What the River Knows. And so I think I'm up like 57% of the way through that book now, and I think I want to try to finish that one up this weekend because I'm sick of having that book hang over my head of being unfinished, and I am just ready to move on from it, and I'm sick of looking at it on my Goodreads as currently reading. So I would like to finish that book because there's so many other books that I'd like to finish, and I want to start my September TBR. And I also forgot in my September TBR or picking my September TBR video, they have a library book. It's my sticky note to remember when it's due. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, that I have borrowed out right now, and I need to read that by September 20th when it's due. And then I also want to pick up Namesake, which is on my September TBR. I can't believe it's September. My brain is so out of it. But I don't want to start too many books, so I want to finish up some. But I think once I finish What the River Knows, and I can read this one because it's nonfiction alongside this one, and this one should only take me like 2 days to read. It's short. It's a reread for me, so I already know what's going to happen. It's been a while since I read it, which is why I want to reread it, so I can read the companion novels for the first time. But that is my plan for reading and finishing out this weekend, and I will check in at another time. Okay, it is the end of the weekend, and I am just getting ready for bed and to wind down because I have to work tomorrow. So this is kind of my stack of things that I'm going to do to wind down. I'm going to start by doing my daily journal, and then I have 3 books that I'm currently working on. Well, technically 4, but one of the Kindle books I'm going to put on hold until I finish another one. I'm going to read a little bit of The Death and Life of the Great Lakes, probably just a little section. I'm going to try to read a chapter of True Namesake, and then I will continue winding down, shut the light off, pull my Kindle out, and work on What the River Knows. I think I'm like am I at 70% yet? Let's see, it's turning on. I'm at 66%, so maybe try to get to 75% on that before I go to bed. And I want to get to sleep by like midnight. I don't know if you can hear in the background, my cat is making a nest on a blanket. But that is where I'm going to wrap up this little weekend reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.